What is some necessities that you feel like you need in life in general? Like, just,
Necessities.
yeah.
Something I need in life. The most, the only thing, well, I ain't gonna say the only thing, but what I need most is wisdom and knowledge.
Facts. That's hard.
Because really, everything else,
Mm-hmm.
it comes and it goes. And
Facts.
you don't really need it. You don't really, it's more as of a, you want it because you see it type shit, or you think you want it when you really don't.
Yeah.
But what I need most is wisdom and knowledge about a lot of things. Because, like I was just saying, the stuff we thought was right is wrong. And the stuff we thought was wrong is actually right. So it's a lot of unlearning and relearning.
Yeah.
They got to go on type shit.
Facts. That's facts. I like the way you answered it. Cause you do need wisdom. That's for shit show. Cause you crashing out without wisdom. Your ass you will crash out without even knowing you will crash out without fucking wisdom, without knowledge, without experience.
It's a thing.
If you ain't having no experience with their life, or you ain't gaining experience, or you ain't doing shit, failing their life, you ain't stop being scared to fail their life, bro. Fail, constantly fail. Niggas be fearful of failing, bro. You got to fail 100,000 times just to get that motherfucking win in. Everybody do for a win at some point in time in their life. But you got to fail before you win, though. You got to fail before you get that W, man. Got to. Ain't no other way around. That's the only way you achieve the W. Cause you ain't gonna appreciate the W.
Nope.
As long as your ass still, if you didn't won all your life, you ain't gonna appreciate the winning. You feel what I'm saying? You been rich all your life, you ain't gonna appreciate the money. You feel what I'm saying? You been up all your life, you ain't gonna appreciate others. You ain't gonna appreciate what the value of having other people around. Just like boom. Struggling and pain, right? If a motherfucker didn't go through struggling and pain, if a motherfucker didn't go through those processes and actually having pain and trials and tribulations and struggling and shit and hardships, they would not know how to cherish the fucking wealth that they goddamn it achieved through experience in life. They won't know. They won't know the other side of the fence. That's why people be like people that think narrow and shallow and shit.
Yep.
They think so fucked up to the point like they ain't never had the other side of the fence. So if they ain't never seen it, you can actually see that shit pouring out they fucking pores. That shit coming out they soul. Like you can tell. That shit just pouring out of them. That shit just spewing. You feel me? Won't nobody respect shit, especially if you don't make them value it. You don't put no money behind that shit, they're not gonna take care of it. If you don't put no money into that shit, investing in yourself, you ain't gonna take care of yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, for real. it's so crazy because I don't know, like, I don't know how far a nigga be having to break this shit down. Like, and that's how you can tell a nigga been through some shit. You feel me? You can tell who been on certain sides of the fence. You can tell motherfuckers that been on one side of the fence. You can tell a motherfucker that been on both sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying? You can tell a motherfucker just straight and narrow in the middle. Just by how they move and how they just like how they move around and carry themselves, you will see a difference for sure. Just by their views on the world and their perspective on life, you'll know like, damn, that motherfucker really ain't been through shit. That motherfucker really ain't went through no struggling. That motherfucker ain't really came from no type of dirt. That motherfucker really ain't came from no type of goddamn crevices and trenches and cracks and yeah, he ain't come from that. You know, you can tell. Some of the most times, some of the best people, man, they came from, they've been through the worst shit. They've been through the hardest of times. They've been through the lowest of motherfucking situations. They've been through the lowest state of emotions, and they've been through the worst of fucking things that you can ever think of. You can't even fucking fathom. Like they've been through this shit. In order for them to actually surpass and overcome certain shit, they got to have went through that shit already. You feel what I'm saying? They wouldn't be the person that they was today if they didn't go through that shit. That shit take time. Like, that shit take fucking effort. And a lot of that shit varies so much, man. Hell yeah, patience for sure. Shit show. If you ain't got no patience, bro, patience is one of the things that people look over. They use that shit loosely. They minimize the fuck out of patience. Like, that word is a key word to fucking life itself. Cause you gotta, I know most times I be walking and moving around, but this the thing, I gotta balance with this shit. If you go around life like zigzagging, you zipping all the motherfucking time, you moving fast, your pace is extra fast all the motherfucking time, you ain't gonna pay attention to your surroundings. And by you not paying attention to your surroundings, you ain't even paying attention to yourself. So you get lost in yourself, not knowing what's going on. You won't take full gratification for shit that's going on. When I walk and be in that motherfucking nature, I'm looking up. I'm looking up at the trees. Whatever's outside, I'm looking at it and I'm observing it. And I'm looking all around. You feel what I'm saying? I'm taking my time with this shit. So, from me to you, from to myself, for myself, to myself, goddamn it, you gotta start pacing yourself, taking your time. You know what I'm saying? And once you start taking your time, I notice like you have more gratitude for this shit. You have more gratitude for life. You see shit in a different light. When you move a little slower, you move your head a little slower, you look in certain places slower. People might even not notice that shit. If they do notice, who gives a fuck? That's some shit that you need. That's some shit that you trying to. You on your own journey, bro. Everybody on their own journey. It's up to you to get through your journey. It's up to you to run that marathon. It's up to you to get to that victory lap. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey.
It ain't nobody else's problem but yours. Of course other people ain't gonna see. Of course other people ain't gonna see how you move. Of course other people ain't gonna see how you think. Of course other people ain't gonna envision what you envision. Of course. It was made like that on purpose, bro. Shit was purposely done. You feel what I'm saying? And if you don't enjoy the process in between you getting to the beautiful, peaceful ways of life, you got hardship, struggle, and fucking the worst of the worst, and you got goddamn bliss, peaceful, and goddamn the best of the best. In order to enjoy the motherfucking best of the best, you gotta goddamn go first. Enjoy the struggle. Enjoy that process before you even get to the beauty of life. You gotta enjoy the beauty. You gotta enjoy the beauty of the struggle to enjoy the beauty of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Enjoy the process, bro. That's basically what I'm saying. Enjoy that shit. And just like motherfuckers don't like the rain. Enjoy the rain just like you enjoy the sun. Basically. Fuck you talking about. Enjoy the moon just like you enjoy the stars, man. Enjoy everything in that present moment. Even though that shit might look ugly to you, that shit's still a part of life. Everything in life is beautiful. You just gotta you gotta see it in that manner. You gotta see it in that way. Of course, she'd be looking tarnished. Of course, she'd be looking fucked up, misconstrued, and all type of shit. You feel me? But you still gotta go through the process, man, of actually enjoying the struggle. Because if you don't enjoy the process of struggling, bro, you never gonna get to where you actually want to be. Cause you gonna run away from struggling. So you ain't even gonna never start the race. You never gonna start the race if you don't want to struggle. You don't want to fucking struggle. If you don't want to struggle, bro, you never gonna start the fucking marathon, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So put it in your mind and keep it in your mind. Lock that shit the fuck in and make sure that you know, like, bro, I gotta struggle first. A motherfucker know that I got to struggle first. I gotta go through a process of pain. I gotta go through a process of hurt, trials and hardships and tribulations for me to actually cherish the things that I do not cherish right now. I gotta cherish the smallest of shit. Shit, yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Ain't no other way around this shit. You can't cut no corners. You can't run from this shit. You can't cut no corners. You can't lead the race and come back, nigga. You probably can lead the race and come back several times. You can lead the race and come back. You can't cut no fucking corners though. Yeah, you still gonna be in the same spot. But this thing, you can't cut no corners. You can't dodge this shit. You just gotta face it. Full force, straight ahead, man. You feel me? So for the people that's down on their ass right now and thinking about doing the dumbest shit, crashing the fuck out, or doing whatever to do to get whatever, that's cutting the corner. So you might well go and take the long route. Cause this shit you gonna be back at square one. That shit gonna throw your ass. You gonna moonwalk. You gonna go several steps back, man. Back to the start line, bro. You feel me?
It's okay.
She ain't doing what say. That's okay.
That's okay. Because as you saying it, I don't think people understand the real meaning behind Fantasia's song when she say you have to lose to win again. I don't think people actually think.
That's hard.
Even though she's talking about a relationship in that song, that shit is a reference to real life.
Yes, it's a representation of life. Yeah, it's a representation of life. You got to lose to win again, bro. That shit that's the infinity circle. Like, that's the infinity, the number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Life, death, loss, win. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Create, destroy. You feel what I'm saying? Good, bad. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Organized, chaos. You feel what I'm saying? Come on now.
Yeah.
That shit all play a part out of life, bro. That shit, it's a whole full circle, bro. A full 8, bro. You come on, man. If you don't learn this shit, bro, this shit didn't come from this shit coming out of me, bro. Sometimes I don't even go read shit for me to actually start knowing shit. Like, this shit just come from just experience, bro. I don't have to just, you feel me? That's why I'm putting that shit out there. But this is 7FL podcast. Y'all know what the fuck going on, bro. Y'all tap in for the motherfucking daily jewels, daily motherfucking gems. You feel me? Y'all tap the fuck in. Like, comment, and motherfucking subscribe. I ain't gonna, hey, I told y'all funk ass yesterday, bro. Hey, yeah. Y'all know what's going on. Let go.